Welcome. Vanakkam. My name is Maddie, a grade A student from Fleming Public School, and I am one of the MCs today.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Adhira, a grade 4 student from Fleming Public School, and I will be another one of the MCs for the afternoon. If you are able, please stand for the line acknowledgement and the national anthem, which is being played by a grade 2 Fleming student, Rashmita.
We acknowledge we are hosted on the lands of the Mississaugas of Anishinaabe, the Haudenosaunee Confederacy, and the Wendat. We also recognize the enduring presence of all First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples. Now we are going to call upon our TDSP trustee, Sri Skandaraja, to share a few words.
Vanakkam ellarkkum and anbana vanakkam. When I was small, I don't think I would have ever heard those Tamil words in a school building in the TDSP. So I'm very, very happy that we're able to share. I'd like to thank the organizers, especially Ms. Lakshmi. She's been working tirelessly, and the rest of the Tamil Heritage Month Committee, to all our volunteers, to our dance and music teachers that bring these events to life. I know they're very, very busy this time of year. And I want to thank all the parents and the students. The parents for taking time out of their busy schedules to attend, to make sure our culture continues to flourish in our communities. Today's a great way to celebrate and remind everyone that Tamil heritage is Canadian heritage, and that in 100 years from now, when our future generations of children are learning Canadian history in this very school, hopefully with some renovations, it will be hard for them to ignore the tremendous contributions the Tamil community has made to Canadian society and continue to do so. This is a time of year where it really allows us to reflect and be grateful for how far we've come as a community. And I don't mean just in terms of physical distance that we've traveled. It's not lost on me that we fled a tropical island to come celebrate Thai Pongal in the height of winter. We're here and we're thriving. After 2009, there were many concerns about the future of our community, and just seeing everyone come together has been really wonderful. There's many internal differences in our communities, just like any other community, but this month really brings us all together and really shows how cohesive our community is, how proud we are of our culture, of our language. And finally, I just want to tell all the kids and the students here how very fortunate you all are. When I was in the TDSP, I too was a TDSP student long decades ago. We couldn't have imagined all the opportunities you have. And so we're very grateful, and I'm happy that you're pursuing these opportunities. And be thankful to your parents for driving you to all these classes that you might not want to go to right now, but later in life you'll be very happy and be very thankful to them. And so I thought, I don't want to keep it too long because there's many other dignitaries. I also want to really thank our TDSP staff, our directors here, Colleen Russell Rollins, We have our trustee vice chair, Lita Chan, Danny, who sort of runs all of the Heritage Months, to our superintendent, Monday Gala, and Utah Robinson for the superintendent that oversees Thelma Heritage Month. Thank you so much for taking time out. They are very, very busy people, so to come out to our events, we really, really appreciate that. We almost have 600 schools, so you can imagine we're a very, very large school board. So I thought I would leave on a little quiz, a pop quiz for the kids, for the students. Can someone tell me what is the oldest living language? Yes, in the back. You can scream it out. Hindi? Okay, close. Yes, Tamil. It would have been awkward if I picked another language. Tamil is also declared a classical language by UNESCO. Another fun fact, Tamil is the only language that is also personified as a god. So if you go to this place in Tamil Nadu, there's a place called Karakurdi, which is not just a restaurant, it's actually a place. Your parents know. There is a temple called Tamil Dai, which Dai meaning mother, which is a god that's considered the deified personification of the Tamil language as the mother. And it's the only temple in the world that worships a language as a god. So you can see why language is very, very important to our people. And lastly, my last fun fact, did you know Thai Pongal is at least 2,000 years old? You just celebrated a couple of days ago. And so it's not something your parents just made up or your grandparents. It's very old, tracing back to the Sangam period. So I hope you had some fun facts to take away from this speech. And I'll end on that note. Thank you so much, everyone. Vanakkam.
Thank you, Trustee Sriskandar Raja. We would now like to invite Fleming Principal Johnston to share a few words.
When I had the privilege of starting here back in 2022, one message that was clear from all of us was we were ready to meet back in person. We were ready to gather as a community to celebrate the many things, big and small. We had no idea that we would have such an incredible opportunity this year in 2024. So on behalf of the Fleming Public School community, it is my honor to welcome you to the 2024 Tamil Heritage Month celebration with the theme, Our Memories, Our Truths, Our Paths Forward, and a mosaic of Tamil identity. Now, one universal truth that exists and binds us all together is that of gratitude. And I definitely need to say a bunch of thank yous. One, to the TDSB committee, thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for the skeleton, and thank you for giving the opportunity for us to make it Fleming. To our elected officials, Vice Chair Trustee Shen, Trustee Sriskandar Raja, thank you so much for your leadership. Thank you for your support, and thank you for joining us. To our TDSB senior leaders who are here, Director Russell Rawlings, Executive Superintendent Robinson, and our own Superintendent, Dr. Gala, thank you so much for support and again joining us today. To our staff, you continue to amaze me. Continue to amaze me. We came together as a staff. We had hoped to put some art on the wall, and we walked out with live music, a photo booth in the library. What you need to know about the Fleming staff is when they have an opportunity, they love to bring forward their best efforts. So thank you to each of you. Yes, let's give them a hand. And keep those hands warmed up, because the next group of people deserve a warm round of applause as well. To our parent group, to our school council executive that are here, thank you for joining us. Just an example, yesterday a parent walked in, they had something rolled up and they unrolled it. And when you go to the library after after our ceremony, you're going to see a beautiful banner that, unknown to us, a group of parents had come together, raised some money, and had a Tamil Heritage Month Tamil Heritage Month banner created for Fleming that is hanging in the library, and it'll be there for us to use in the years forward. Thank you to Matthew and her family for providing all the refreshments that will be in the library after this. And one more person, I know, let's give a huge round of applause. So I have to thank you. Rashid's mom. Rashid's mom, Miss Beth. You know what we're thanking her for, just 1 second. I literally went to her and I asked her if she had a pongo. And she said, yeah, I think I do. I think I have a few other things. Next thing you know, she's putting together this beautiful display. She's wrapping everything in beautiful flowers, and when you go into the library, you're going to see what she was able to do to support today's event with her group of friends and support. So please, now let's give a warm round of applause. Here at Fleming, like every school at TDSB, we do our best to center the identity, voice, and experience of every student. And you're going to see an example of that today. Our Tamil Heritage Group, Tamil Dance Group, who are going to perform. They started in October, knowing there was interest in the school community. They had no idea what they were preparing for. And you're going to see the students participating are just, showing the diversity of Fleming as a school community. Now this year, the Tamil Heritage Month Committee for the TDSB prepared a beautiful document called Student Voice Participation. And if you're on Twitter, or whatever it's called now, I encourage you to take a look because there's so many incredible quotes. And initially I thought I'd read you one of the quotes from one of our TDSB students, but then I got talking with my student council president, and Ashmita, who is also doing some playing the violin in the library. And rather than just read a quote, I spoke to them and I asked them, what does it mean to you, A, to have this here today, and B, to be Tamil? And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Kaplan, who is our student council president.
Being Tamil for me is a source of pride, a celebration of a rich cultural tapestry that spans centuries. Being Tamil means a vibrant world of colorful traditions, delicious food, and beautiful stories for little kids. It's a chance to embrace a unique language, Tamil, one of the oldest in the world. Through festivals like Pongal and Diwali, children learn the joy of togetherness and the importance of cultural heritage. Being Tamil instills a sense of belonging and offers a treasure of true stories, music, dance, fostering creativity and deep connections to their roots. It's an exciting journey where every day brings a new discovery and a chance to be part of a community that cherishes its history while embracing the future. Thank you.
I'm proud to be a Tamil person because of the richness of the Tamil language, which is the world's oldest living language and is still in use. We also have such a wonderful history of culture, society, arts, and literature, and I'm very happy that I can experience that. And it's amazing that we can make such a big event in the school. Thank you.
And with that, I also realized, thank you to both Kaplan and Shmitha, and two of our other vice presidents are going to be performing in our dance crew, that's Carissa and Angela. I realized I didn't thank our students. So could we please just give our warmest applause for our incredible students who are here watching and participating. And with that, thank you for this incredible opportunity. Enjoy your afternoon.
As we begin to celebrate Tamil Heritage Month at our school today, we also recognize that it has been proudly commemorated during the month of January at the Toronto District School Board since January 2016 throughout various activities. It has also been recognized across the province of Ontario since March 2014 with the implementation of the Tamil Heritage Month Act 2014. We wish to acknowledge that Toronto has the largest Tamil population outside of the South Asian subcontinent, with thousands of TDSP students and staff members who identify as Tamil.
We now invite Mr. Shan, Vice Chair of Toronto District School Board, to give his remarks about Tamil Heritage Month.
வணக்கம் அனைவருக்கும் என்னுடைய பொங்கல் வாழ்த்துக்கள் தமிழ் மரபு திங்கள் வாழ்த்துக்கள். On behalf of the Board of Trustees at Toronto District School Board, I would like to wish all of you a happy Tamil Heritage Month and happy Thai Pongal. So it's good to go third or fourth because I don't want to thank individually everybody. I will just ditto all the thanks that have been said, but before that I wanted to actually thank the first peoples of this country. The indigenous communities that have indigenous peoples that have shared this land with us, a community that is fleeing a war, fleeing a genocide, to come here, be able to get elected, be able to represent this nation, but also be able to celebrate Tamil Heritage Month. So I want to thank them for the generosity, the openness and the hospitality. But more importantly, I want to extend my solidarity as a Tamil living in this land, on indigenous land, my solidarity for their continued struggle for indigenous rights as well. And I also want to reflect on the people who have sacrificed their lives back home in my homeland in Tamil Nadu, who have sacrificed their lives for our freedom, and that we are here continuing to drive the identity and the preservation of the language and heritage as part of the resilience that's being taught to us by our struggle. So I'm happy to be back at Fleming. I used to be a trustee for this area. Coming back is a bit nostalgic, you know. It is a beautiful school with a beautiful community, as you can see, and so happy to be back in the school to officially launch the Tamil Heritage Month here at TDSP. I want to thank all the folks who have made this happen and put in a lot of effort to make it happen. And I always tell, when schools tell us they don't have the resources to do things, I just say, look into the community. They will bring the resources. It's just the catalyst, the enabling part that school administration, the school leadership needs to do. The money that Toronto District School Board allocates for Heritage Month would hardly be enough for a celebration like that. So it is the community's strength and the community's participation and the willingness and the ownership that brings this to life in every particular school. So this is an example. So let's give it for Fleming for demonstrating what they can do partnering with the community. And to see, I said I don't want to thank anybody individually, but to see Adarva and Mati, and get the name right, Adarva and Mati, come here and speak and articulate their leadership. It is an example of what we need to be continuing to do. It's not just about culture, it's about self-esteem and the leadership that we are seeing. A bit of history on Tamil Heritage Month. It's the 15th year, it's a milestone year this year. I was fortunate as a trustee just north of here to be able to start Tamil Heritage Month in 2010 for the first time. And today, we had about 10 organizations that participated at that time. Today, I can probably say over 200 Tamil Canadian organizations across the country have partnered and jointly collaborating on Tamil Heritage Month initiative. So that's growing. But one more good news is that what we started here in the GTA is now spread to US, UK, and I heard from Australia that they have now started doing Tamil Heritage Month as well. So we can all be proud that we are innovating and so in my wrap up, I just wanted to say, today the theme this year is memories, truth, and the path forward. There's no path forward without our memories and our truth. And I came to Canada as a refugee youth at the age of 16 into a high school. And now as a vice chair coming back to a Toronto District School Board to do this, talks a lot about our resilience, but it comes from our truth, it comes from our memories, it comes from the struggle that we've faced. And that's the story of every single Tamil person in here and other people who have come from different parts of the world to make this place their home for whatever reason. And we had to flee a genocide, but you might have come for economic reasons, students, your children. But it's the resilience and what we bring that's important to be celebrated. In addition to our culture and traditions, it's the spirit, it's that willingness to work hard and persevere despite all the circumstances around us. And so this theme is very fitting. So I want to thank all the poster competition applicants and congratulate all the winners. There's going to be amazing things that are going to be done by the team. There's going to be a reading, and I'm glad to see Kabilan here, a young Tamil author who's going to be reading, and also we have Bharatanatyam and other things that are going to be part of it. And I want to thank. I actually went sari shopping with Miss Iyer actually because we were trying to find a deal. With the budget we have, we couldn't find the deal, so we had to go around and shop. And we spent about 2 hours trying to bargain and negotiate and get the right colors and all this stuff for the performance that's coming up. So I'm very excited. And I spent 2-3 hours, and I was talking to my partner, my wife, and she's like, I never went sari shopping with her ever, and the patience I had to have. But I'm glad that that you have people amongst you like her and others who work hard to make sure that you get the perfect day today. So be proud of who you are, be proud of your identity, and let's continue to shine. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Vice Chair Shan. We now invite Director Russell Rollins to the stage to give a few remarks.
Good afternoon. It is my pleasure to be here with community members and with students. Every time I have the opportunity to be in a school, I'm reminded of the brilliance of your children, of our children. And in part, celebrating Tamil Heritage Month is an opportunity to celebrate their brilliance and for them to show their identities to each other. And as Trustee Swiskandarajah said, Tamil heritage is Canadian history. And it is our goal that every one of our graduates knows Tamil heritage and Tamil histories and contributions in Canada. And that will make them better able to participate and to make community with each other as they grow and build their lives. So I'm incredibly proud to be here today to celebrate this day with you. Thousands of TDSB students and staff members identify as Tamil. And this month is an opportunity to celebrate the many identities and traditions of Tamil communities. This week I know many also celebrated Thai Pongal, the harvest festival that is a chance to express gratitude for an abundant harvest and look hopefully to a prosperous new year ahead. There's a great deal of joy that is found in learning about the richness of your own heritage and history, as well as the heritage and histories of others that are not like your own. So for us, celebrating Tamil Heritage Month at TDSB is an opportunity for joint learning and to learn more about the history of Canada. I want to acknowledge that the ways in which this theme takes strength and wisdom found in Tamil histories and found in memories to imagine bright futures. This theme reflects the ways we ask students to take lessons from their past and their own experiences to boldly imagine and create the world they wish to see, one that celebrates all parts of their identities. I hope that the adults, the elders, the caregivers, parents, and guardians in the room take this opportunity and every day to share your history and your stories with your children. That is an important part of their learning and their education. I am a literacy educator at heart, and so for me, I have the opportunity to learn more about Tamil Canadians as I reflect and imagine the path forward. It's been wonderful to learn about the remarkable storytellers of Tamil Canadian descent, like those of Sharon Bala, Michael Andajde, Shan Salvarathai, and the late Salva Kanugathaya Viakam. They have all, in their own bold way, beautiful way, imagined futures that include a mosaic of Tamil identities, and to build on what we said earlier, did you know that Tamil literature is among the oldest literature in this world? So tomorrow, I also look forward to celebrating the intersections of Tamil identities by visiting a fantastic exhibit taking place at the Scarborough Museum, hosted by the Queer Tamil Collective. So as I close, I want to thank the wonderful students here at Fleming and those across our hundreds of schools in TDSB who are celebrating Tamil Heritage Month. I will also want to add my thanks to everyone who made today possible, not only here at Fleming, but across the Toronto District School Board. Thank you.
We would like to acknowledge some TDSB senior staff and trustees who have joined us this afternoon. Please welcome Executive Superintendent Robinson for Learning Center 1, Superintendent Gala, Trustee Patel, Trustee Sri Skandaraja, Trustee Raja Kulasingam, and Principal Johnston.
To formally inaugurate celebrations of Tamil Heritage Month, we will light up the lamp for peace. The lighting of lamps symbolizes invoking the divine light of knowledge and removing the darkness caused by ignorance. This is important, and hence we light a lamp before any important event.
We invite our honored guests, TDSB Vice Chair Shan, Director Russell Rawlings, Executive Superintendent Robinson, Superintendent Gala, Trustee Sri Skandaraja, and Principal Johnston to come to the front to light the lamp. Nishika, a grade 4 student from Fleming Public School, to recite a poem entitled I Am, which she wrote herself.
I am. The way the words came out of you, and mother tongue's about to bloom. But inside out, you can't change your language because it's always stuck to you. Nanji. Amazing. Thank you so much for the beautiful poem. We now have Shaka, a grade 5 student who will recite My Heritage written by Arya Aya for us. My heritage. My ties to my language is hard to understand, but it's my biggest connection to my motherland. As Tamil is my stunt to my roots back home, with amazing history rich as road. As Tamil language is past in songs and tales, it will always be present wherever we sail. So, as Tamil is something that means much to me, we're here to acknowledge Tamil, a true sight to see. Amazing. Thank you so much for the beautiful poem, Shana. Each year, the Tamil Heritage Month Committee invites students across the school board to participate in a poster challenge. Their task is to draw an image that reflects the year's chosen theme. This year's theme is Our Memories, Our Truths, Our Paths Forward, a Tamil identity mosaic. I would like to invite Vice Chair Shan, Superintendent Gala, and Trustee Sri Skandaraja to the front to present the awards to these students. We are delighted to share with you that the committee has chosen the winning entries for this poster contest. I would like to invite these students to the front to receive their awards. The winners are Arinya, a grade 2 student from C.D. Ferguson Junior Public School. Darius, a grade 4 student from Cornell Junior Public School. Kavya, a grade 12 student from Victoria Park Collegiate Institute.
Now we have a Bharatanatyam dance by students from Plummet Public School. They will perform a dance on Panchagu. The 5 elements of nature, choreographed by Miss Yogalinga, supported by Miss Sava and Mrs. I. Bharatanatyam, a classical Indian dance form which is known for its intricate footwork and vibrant costumes. Through this captivating dance style, the Tamil dance form aims to depict the beauty and power of nature's elements in a mesmerizing performance. The audience can expect to be transported into a world where the graceful movements of the dancers bring to life the essence of earth, water, fire, air, and space in a truly enchanting way.
First stop on the path to consciousness is Nilam, the element of earth. Our first group of dancers will embody the element of earth or Nilam through their grounded and stable movements, connecting with the energy of earth beneath their feet.
Air, or Katsu, is a soft, nurturing, healing, liberating, and balancing element. This feature of nature controls all bodily motion, including breathing, thinking, and circulation. Our second group of dancers will be demonstrating the aspects of this element through a series of smooth movements that mimic the gentle breeze and the freedom of flight. Let's welcome our next group onto the stage.
Water represents fluidity, adaptability, and change. Typically, when we think of water or near, we picture rivers, lakes, ponds, streams, rains, and seas. But water is essential to our wellness inside our bodies. The white crescent moon is its emblem. This element regulates the flow of energy and cleansing. In addition to being calming and sensual, the water element fosters a sense of emotional awareness. Our third group of dancers will embody the element of water near through graceful movements that mimic the flow of a river and the gentle sway of waves. Let's welcome them on stage.
space, or ether, represents emptiness, consciousness, and intuition. The space element, Gaia, also known as ether, pervades everything and unites everything despite not being audible or visible. It stands for truth, purity, knowledge, joy, love, compassion, creativity, imagination, and inspiration. Our fourth group of students will be showcasing this element of space, or Gaia, through a dance that incorporates expansive movements that reflect the boundless nature of the universe. Let's welcome our fourth group onto the stage.
Fire represents energy, passion, and transformation. Despite our innate fear of fire, or Diyonirpu, this element can lead to profound realms of transformation. The Diyonirpu element is described as being hot, brilliant, energetic, dynamic, energizing, and exciting. It controls your body temperature, energy, and metabolism. Our final group of dancers will embody the element of fire, Diyonirpu, through sharp movements and intense energy. Let's welcome our last group of dancers on stage.
Thank you for an outstanding performance. Let's give a round of applause for all of our dancers.
I would now like to invite the author Kaplan Uttaralingam to read us the book, Lena the Brave. Kaplan is an entrepreneur who has learned that the best adventures in life involve taking risks. He has always believed that the books behold the power of empowering young children. Although this is his debut publication, he has enjoyed writing poems and short stories as a creative outlet since a young age. As a new uncle, he is certain that this new generation of big thinkers is going to make a huge difference and change the world. He embarks on this journey as a children's author with the goal of providing doses of inspiration for all the small big thinkers of the world.
Good afternoon to the Fleming students, staff, and members of the board. Thank you for this opportunity to introduce Lena the Brave. As you will see, it's always important to take a leap of faith and be brave. This is so true for me today, as this is my first book and my first event. I hope you enjoy Lena's first adventure. Lena the monkey loves to swing from vine to vine. Her mama tells her, don't be afraid, it's fine, it's fine. High up the trees she climbs, she climbs. She likes the feeling when she soars high in the sky. She jumps, she leaps. She laughs, she weeps. She flies, she glides. She sleeps, she dreams. She imagines and sees a world full of trees, across the seas where she can be free. She's free, when she sings from a tree, she smiles, flying from tree to tree. The air in the breeze got her at ease. She takes a deep breath, she's calm and at peace. Lena could see her walk through the trees. She smiles with glee as she lands on her feet. She runs to her mom, jumps in her arms screaming, you were so right, I just needed to believe.
Thank you for the wonderful book. I would now like to invite Co-Chair Iyer, who will give us a glimpse of our upcoming board-wide offerings during January.
Elorku Pongal. So for the upcoming year, we have a dance and culture that is supposed to happen on January 23rd, and it's a Bharatanatyam workshop. It is offered to all students in elementary schools. We also have Kapilan, who will be doing the author reading for us, and that's going to happen on January 30th. And it's going to be from 9:30 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. Along with that, we also have the TDSB Professional Library resources, and then we have the author reading, which is done by Sharon Bala for the secondary schools within TDSB, and it's going to be virtual. And this will happen sometimes in April and May. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Co-Chair Iyer. I would like to invite Executive Superintendent Robinson to give our closing remarks.
Thank you very much. So this was wonderful, and again, it's the beginning in a sense that I know that much more is going to be happening, not just during the course of this month, but throughout the year. As always, as I've come to learn, that Tamil Heritage isn't just for January, it's for all months of this year. I do want to say that this has been a wonderful, very comprehensive event in terms of the activities that we've just seen. I love the poems, I love the dancing, I love the drums, I love the dancing specifically around the theme of the 5 elements. The author reading in terms of Lena the Brave, and all of what was shared focuses on the fact that we all want a sense of belonging, a place to grow, a place to know that what we are doing is being valued, a place to celebrate and a place to smile. And I look out and I see so many proud faces right now, feeling very proud, and I'm really thankful that this community, the Fleming community, had the opportunity to host this. I want to say that myself and Dr. Gala, being a part of the Tamil Heritage Committee, I know that oftentimes virtually you don't oftentimes get the same effect as you would in a 3D situation. But what was remarkable is that when the name Fleming came up, I couldn't help but notice Mr. Gala, Dr. Gala on the screen smile wide when he realized that this wonderful celebration was going to be here. So again, I've got so much more to say, but I will hold my thoughts and just again thank everyone for coming today. Thanks for all the dignitaries, and the dignitaries, I certainly am looking at the students at this time. You are the dignitaries because you indeed brought this situation and celebration forward. So thank you so much. for what you continue to do, and I wish you much success, as I said, not only this month, but throughout the entire school year, knowing that you always belong, knowing that you're always valued. Have a great afternoon, everyone.
Thank you, Executive Superintendent Robinson. Your leadership in recognizing Tamil Heritage Month throughout the Toronto District School Board is greatly appreciated by everyone in the TDSB community.
As we end today's ceremony, we would like to invite our honored guests to the library for a photo booth and light refreshments. Now we would like to invite all the members of the Tamil Heritage Month Volunteer Committee, Fleming Public School volunteers, and all the winners of the poster challenge to come on stage for a group photo. Nandri.